episode is about bread, the best breads in the world and the worst breads in the world. Okay, so we're doing the five. Okay, there's going to be two that are great, one that's in the middle, and two that stink, that are the worst. Okay, so we're going to start off in the middle with the number three, which is American. It's a white bread. Okay, I grew up on Wonder Bread. When I was a kid, it was great. It was a good thing. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have ham and cheese sandwiches on white bread. Yay, Wonder Bread. And now it's like the worst bread in the world. It's not the worst. It's not even the second worst, but it's the third worst. But it's also the third to the best. So that's kind of like. Anyway, Wonder Bread is just so blah. I couldn't even imagine having a sandwich on it now. Not Wonder Bread specifically, because they might want to be a sponsor someday. But I'm just saying white bread in a general way. And we'll just move right on to the number two. Number two worst bread in world history is from the English. It's an English muffin. First of all, it's not a muffin because I have muffins, and muffins are like a dessert. They're good. They've got a top, a mushroom top, mushrooms. But anyway, mushrooms. I mean, muffins. Anyway, so English muffins. Why would they be the worst? And I eat them all the time. You know, my brother makes me hamburgers on English muffins, and they're delicious. But the English muffin has to be toasted, or it has to have butter on it, or it's not any good. Right? You can't just eat an English. You can't open the package and have an English muffin, or eat one on the way home from the supermarket. You just don't ever do it. You can't have an English muffin unless it's with something and toasted. It has to be toasted. So that just puts it into the wrong side of the list. It's the second worst, and then the absolute worst comes from the French. Now the French make some good stuff. The eclairs, my favorite thing. What's that other one? The French toast is. I think they rob somebody else's toast, the bread, but then make it the French way, which is French toast, and then it becomes good as French toast. But the bread is still ripped off from somebody else's bread, so it's not French. And then still we have French bread, which is really just a rip-off of Italian bread. So no, you don't get that. So it's the croissant. The croissant is the French's worst bread. And I'm going to tell you, I don't even know if it's considered a bread, but it's considered to me to be a bread because in Dunkin' Donuts, they make a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich, which is delicious. I love it. I get it all the time. And then underneath it says sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel, number 5, and then on a croissant, number 6. Now, whoever would order number 6, who would actually get the sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant? I mean, it's so stupid. And a croissant just tastes like cardboard. It's just, by itself, it's just horrible. So that's the worst bread in the whole world, even if it's not even considered a bread. I gotta look it up later, but I don't care. It's in my list. It's the worst. Now that brings us to the top, the best, and we all know what that is. That's Italian bread. Ooh, I'm 50% Italian, so I'm okay with that. And you know Italian bread is the best because when you drive it home from the supermarket and you got a loaf of Italian bread there, and that pointy thing is sticking out of the paper package, and you start gobbling it down because you're loving it, and you can eat it just like that, and it's delicious. That's what makes Italian bread the best. All right. Then you pull it out of the package and you put it back in the other way. And now the other pointy thing is sticking out, and you're looking at that and you say, "Oh, I might as well take a bite out of that." And then by the time you get home, you got a little Italian bread left. But anyway, so the Italian bread is the absolute best. And then what comes in second is, I already said it too, I think, is the bagel. The Jewish people have the right way to make a bagel the second best thing. I have them almost every day. I love bagels. I love toasted bagels with butter. I like the cinnamon raisin bagels. I like everything bagels. But I make all kinds of sandwiches on bagels, and they knew what they were doing when the Jewish people made the bagels. So you got to give them that. So that's it on breads, the breads of the world. Okay, we forgot to mention the Chinese in the prior filming, so this is going to get cut into that one. But the Chinese ancient civilization that they are, they don't have any bread. I mean, that I know of anyway. So, I've been to a bunch of Chinese restaurants, and they all look exactly the same, no matter what state I'm in, Florida, New York, St. Louis. All the Chinese restaurants look exactly the same, and none of them that I know of have bread as a addition. They're not appetizers, but whatever. You can't get bread in a Chinese restaurant. What's the story with that? If they're so smart, China, China, you know. All right, so we're gonna end the show, and this is the new way we're gonna end the show. All the shows are gonna be ended this way. That's it. Good one, Eduardo.